Can you show us
You
some
bet.
basic functionality of the light?
Absolutely. I have two lights here. This one is plugged into the AC down behind us, and this one right here is just plugged into an Anton Bauer power tap. Steve has a battery right there.
Okay, so right into a power tap. This is
right-
an extension cord. Okay, so
right into a power tap
I
connector.
can use my battery that I have today.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
There's a
excellent.
quarter 20 mount on the top and the bottom, so you can mount it on top of your camera or on top of a light stand, an airy stand, a Lowell stand, a grip arm, wherever you want to hang it or put it. On the back is an interface. It also has a digital readout on the back. This button in the back right at the top is the on and off switch. This is the dimmer, and it has 3 modes. It has a white mode, has a color mode, and it has a gel mode. Okay. In its white mode, which we're outputting now, and I'll just throw it around to the front of the camera so you can see, I have 2 presets in the back here, one for daylight and one for tungsten.
And that is bright.
Okay, and this is dimmed down. I don't have it dimmed up all the way, Steve. I'll just to show you. We'll put it on you and we'll dim it up and get a nice image on you. This is daylight and this is tungsten, and I can just switch back and forth. I
Just
don't
a
need
switch only.
just a switch. Right.
I want one.
Right in the back. I can just switch in the back. On the digital readout shows you daylight or tungsten. Okay? A very wide output, very flattering output, very soft, no shadows under your eyes. Okay? It's very flattering to the face. So I have 2 presets built in the back. If I don't like these daylight and tungsten presets, I can customize my own. If I press the selector knob up here, I can drop down to the gel mode. And in that gel mode, I can now vary the white color temperature output from 2500 K up to 9000 degrees Kelvin. Okay? And I can simply move my selector switch here, and I'm going to start going up the range.
So it has a numeric readout
yes.
of the color temperature.
Yes. It'll show on the back, and I'm going up in, I believe, 50K steps all the way up. I can hold it down, and it will rake all the way up, and I'll put it on my face, and we'll go way up to 9000. Or I can bring it all the way back down and warm my face up, maybe even below 32 to 2500. If I find something that I like, if there's a color temperature in between that looks very flattering on me or your talent, I can save that color temperature in one of these 2 spots here. These are memory positions.
Oh my word.
I simply hold this button in for a couple of seconds, the LED will flash at me, and now it's locked into that color temperature position. I just instantly recall it back and forth, and it's going to switch back and forth. If I would go back out to that white mode, daylight and tungsten are still in there, but in this gel mode, those are my presets for what I've just found.
Oh my word, that's
Okay.
amazing. This is the first time I've really seen it. I've been to your
Sure.
website. Zylight has their own website, and we'll put the link in the blog here.
Sure.
That's remarkable.
Also on here with this bottom selector switch, I can add plus screen and minus screen. So if you're shooting under fluorescent lights, if you're shooting under sodium vapor lights and you want to get rid of some of the green cast on somebody's face, I can simply move this selector switch in the bottom, and that LED or the readout in the back will show me the plus screen that the light is adding in, or if I move it the other way, the minus screen, so I'll be warming up somebody's face as well. And I'll put it back to 0, so we'll get it right in the center, and that'll make the color temperatures even. The next mode I can drop it down to, I hold the selector switch in, and it'll drop it right down to the color mode. And now I'm outputting different colors, and I'll put it on my face so you can see. Reds, greens, blues, whatever you want. This knob in the top, if you hold it to the left or the right, it'll start raking through different colors. Greens and yellows and reds and blues. I can find a nice blue that I like. If this is too deep a blue, I can back the saturation out all the way to white, or I can add it back in. So I can come up with lots of different pastel colors. When I find a half blue that I like somewhere around here, I can also memorize it on those 2 positions. So I'll hold this button in, I'll hold the bottom one down, it'll for a couple of seconds, just like a car radio, and I'll memorize it in that position. So if I have a corporate color or a sport team color that I like, I can simply memorize that color in there. Okay, and I'll memorize the saturation, and you can take it around from shoot to shoot, and your color will be saved in there. And again, I can rake through lots of different colors in here.
Oh, that's remarkable.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I thought you have taken LED lighting to a whole nother level.
A whole nother level. So this takes it, when you add these features in, it just takes it from the top of your camera, which there are lots of camera lights out there to choose from. There are lots of LED camera lights out there to choose from. What we set out to build was not necessarily an LED camera light, but a light that you could keep in your knapsack, in the back of your Airy kit or your Lowell kit, and use it in a variety of situations. People use them as backlights, colored backlights. They use them as very small key lights. They use them as plant lights, book lights, product shot lights. Any place you need a little bit of color or a little bit of white, mounted on a pigeon stand, an airy arm behind you, sure, use it on top of your camera, that's easy. But we built it to be an all-around workhorse of a light.
So not only would I like one light, but it sounds like maybe I would like 2 lights.
You would like 2 lights, yes. And that brings up the last feature that it has is wireless networking built in.
Wireless networking?
Every light has wireless networking. There's 10 channels of wireless linking to choose
You're
from in
gonna be
here.
kidding me.
No, so I can have 30 Z90s over there on blue and 30 on red here and 30 on white back over here. And with this, that one's off right now.
Okay.
But I can remotely turn it on.
You can remotely turn this on.
I can remotely turn it on.
Hands
I'll
off.
just-
Here we go.
You can put it, I'll put it right down
Okay.
there so we'll be able to see it turn on. This button on the bottom here, I can enable the ZyLink mode, which is our wireless networking. If I press this up, the ZyLink light will come on and the channels will pop up there, and I'll go over to channel 5 because that's where I've set that other light, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I turn this off and I turn it on again,
Oh my word.
it linked up to that one there.
So you
Now,
don't have to run around to
I don't
turn a
have
light
to-
on or
no.
anything. It's
right, no matter what I do on this light, that light will act in concert, and this can be very, very far away, 50 feet away. And no matter what I do, I can bring it over to the white mode, and I can play with my daylight and tungsten. I can also switch around to the various color temperatures, and this one will act. So it can be as simple as you sitting behind a monitor with a light, and this being a backlight, and adjusting it as a backlight. Or if you had a number of them on a back wall, you could be adjusting a wall wash all from behind a camera.
that's remarkable.
There's no master and no slave, so if your ladder is closer to any one of those lights, you can simply go up and adjust any one of the lights and they'll all act together.
That's wonderful.
And if you want to unlink it, just press the button down, you'll unlink the Zylight, and this one can go wherever it wants, and that one will
Be
stay
it's- that-
where,
that will
where we've
remember
left
the
at.
last, Okay, the last setting
Absolutely.
you had it.
Absolutely.
So it's there.
So it's a complete system,
I guess
not
so.
just for on top of your camera. It has many different uses
That's
around your set.
outstanding.